I used to wake up chasing shadow dreams just out of reach. Lost in a crowd of empty promises, no one teaching, no one to believe. And then I found the spark, a light in the dark, a place where hope and hustle meet. Now every word I send, every message I write, carries my heart, my soul, my fight. No more standing in the corner, no more waiting for a sign. I found my voice, I found my power, and I'm ready now to shine. No limit, no borders, I'm breaking through the sky. Every story, every offer, now I'm reaching higher, flying wide. From nothing to everything, I'm building my own road. With no limit emails, I'm unstoppable, unstoppable. Watch me explode. Oh. Watch me explode. They said it couldn't happen, that I'd never find my way. But now I'm sending hope and passion to a million hearts each day. A family behind me, we're rising together, sharing every lesson, making each other better. No more fear of falling, no more wasted time. I'm turning every setback into goal I call mine. No more limits, no more silence. I'm the thunder, I'm the spark. With every click and every open, I'm igniting up the dark. No limit, no borders, I'm breaking through the sky. Every story, every offer, now I'm reaching higher, flying wide. From nothing to everything, I'm building my own road. With no limit emails, I'm unstoppable, unstoppable. Watch me explode. Watch me explode. They said it couldn't happen, that I'd never find my way. But now I'm sending hope and passion to a million hearts each day. A family behind me, we're rising together. I'm building my own road. With no limit emails, I'm making each other better. I'm unstoppable, unstoppable. Watch me explode. We are the dreamers, the doers, the ones who never sleep, turning visions into victories, climbing mine up the dark. Christopher, Bob, and Sue, we're proof that dreams come true. With every message sent, we're building something new. Final, no borders, I'm breaking through the sky. Every story, every heartbeat, now I'm reaching higher, flying wide. From nothing to everything, I'm building my own road. With no limit emails, I'm unstoppable, unstoppable. Watch me explode. Watch me explode. So here's to the fighters, the ones who never fold. With no limit emails, we're writing stories bold. No limits, no boundaries, just endless open skies. Together we are rising. Together we will rise.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Happy Saturday. How is everybody? Hopefully, Empress, your internet come back. And my internet's actually been pretty jittery too. That's why actually I can't put my camera on the streams. Drives me a little bit mad, to be honest. I want to put the camera on, but as soon as I switch on, everything just freezes. So I do apologize, guys, if I'm not showing my face on YouTube videos. As you know, I'm not camera shy, even being that ugly guy. So that being said, welcome to the stream, everyone. Good to see you. And sorry, yesterday stream was a little bit kind of off time. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Anyway, it seems quite a few people watching that one. And in my end, a little bit internet delays happening. Unfortunately, I was on the call early on. It was giving me a little bit issue. But anyhow, I hope we will be able to accomplish our stream task for the stream. So hopefully you guys can see my thumbnail, and that thumbnail is pretty interesting one. As we all know, there is a lot of changes happening on the sphere of internet as a whole, but especially when it comes to the really email and communication. And we will dig a little bit deep onto this, and also after the stream we will even go deeper, because I have some stuff that I can't really openly share on stream, guys. It's just no. But private room in a private stream, public square, definitely everything goes in there. And that being said, welcome as usual. This is Evan, behalf of No Limit Emails team. If you just find our channel, thank you for finding us. But if you're already family member, as always, I absolutely adore you, love you, and appreciate you every second that we are together. And that being said, as always, we will keep the house rules. And just for the people that joining us, as beginning of every video almost kind of become a like normal. So please, once more, thank you for everybody who's joined us. You made a great decision for yourself, and you're going to absolutely love what you're gonna get from us. More love than you expected. I hope that you will be in a place that most of your worries being basically scrubbed off the board, especially when it comes to the email and when it comes to the business communication as a whole. And thank you for making that amazing decision for yourself, actually discovering us and joining us. And if you got invited by one of our loved family members, therefore I personally also thank them personally for their efforts, and as pretty important that you keep connected with the person that you got invitation from, and also mention their name to us so we know exactly kind of who invited you, so we can accommodate you in conjunction, sometime even private room talk with you and the person invited you, just three of us, and have a chat in private room. So you can ask me and the person who's invited you any questions you might have or anything that you like to know. And that being said, welcome to the family, and once more, thank you so much for supporting us, and we do appreciate you. Our work is important to our world, guys. Otherwise, I personally would not do it, what we are doing. And therefore, we personally appreciate you as a team, as a family, for supporting the project and as well as our work. Please be patient when you join us, because there's nothing to download. When you join us, there is a kind of, you could say, preset kind of stuff that we do in order to serve you quick and easy as possible, and make sure everything what we said to be delivered to you. So you have to do is really do a little bit of work on your side, not technical work, but more of a, you could say, setting yourself up for better future of emails. Choose a domain that you are not using. Don't use your use brand domain. Use a blank generic domain, and all you have to do is add that domain to the Cloudflare and make a free Cloudflare account is absolutely fine. But if you do not have a Cloudflare, and it's pretty easy to register one, and it is safe, guys. We ourselves use it, otherwise we will not recommend you to do that. So just add your domain, follow on-screen instruction from a Cloudflare. If you have any difficulty doing that, jump on one of the live rooms. I personally can help you, or the person who invited you in also can help you. So don't feel shy asking for help, guys. We are here. It is my personal obligation to help you guys. So do not kind of feel shy to not ask for it. If you don't know, you just don't know. And also, we don't expect you to know everything about software system that you're going to get. So therefore, we are here 24/7 for you to help you out, and sometimes even send the email for you when you are not around, or you're in a trip, or you're on an airplane, and or you don't have a network, all that kind of stuff. And reach out to me personally also on WhatsApp or another channels like Telegram or a directly one of the YouTube lives, just comment and we will make sure that after stream we connected. And of course, you always welcome to join that public square room and ask, and ask for advice, ask for friendship. Just be honest in that room. Everyone will welcome you. That's all to it, and that's therefore we are all here to help you, and we really appreciate you. Not just you making amazing decision for yourself, but also being joining and us as a new family that you found, and especially on this crazy world that we are serving, especially when it comes to the email. So that's why this Google thumbnail is pretty interesting one, because there's lots of things going on and not many people really know about them. And of course, Google really doesn't want to know, doesn't want you to know no limit email exists. Therefore, just stay in tune. We will have a little bit discussion about that. And of course, any given day, guys, any given time, please just DM me. Only time that I really do not reply to my messages when I sleep or I really do not have a network. But 99% of the time, I have a network on my mobile phone. So even if I do not have a network at home, in one way or the other, I will still be able to reach you, and you'll be able to reach me or our members. And that's been said, welcome. And also, huge congratulations, guys. It's been absolutely pretty amazing, busy month for us. And there's so many accounts that we have released. Guys, I know, and there's lots of you thinking, we don't see many sales. But really, it does happen, guys. There's lots of those things happen in a contract and happen kind of direct debit payments and things like that. So there are also lots of people joining network. They just want to stay private, guys. They don't want to be part of the anything that we do, because really they don't need to become even our affiliates, because they pretty big companies and medium sized companies, and we respect every decision they make to protect their privacy. And that's the one reason why I really can't mention names. And of course, the people, the businesses that give us a review and give us a permission to mention them, I personally be more than happy to kind of mention you, and also, of course, help you to get more eyeballs and more traffic, and obviously being seen more around the world. And that's basically where we are at. So congratulations to you guys, and I have set up your accounts already, and also I personally kind of quality control most of the stuff that is test related. So I get in, I build a segment for you, I upload a list, I make an email for you, I send test email to myself to kind of test the system, and of course I also add a resource page that would basically how to get you affiliate links, how to get yourself to be connected with us, how to find our YouTube channels, and of course how to really reach out to me. And as well as on that document, you should also have directly my WhatsApp mobile phone number. And if you are using either WhatsApp, guys, I also had a little bit kind of thought I might also use a signal on the side. I'm not sure yet, but I will try to create a signal kind of account too. Just another place that you guys can reach out to us. Of course, we still have a Facebook group, guys. The group is unfortunately, maybe you can't find all the content, but the group chat is active still, and my partner in there and myself is not there, but I do receive the messages if there's anybody post messages in there. And I personally apologize to all of you, because it's been quite some time I have not really posted in there. If you know what's happened in my Facebook, then I hope you forgive me, but there are plenty other ways, guys, and we're always live. So that being said, Once more, welcome everybody, and let's crack in with this evening stream, especially topic matter that Google don't want you to know this. And as always, I really post this thumbnails, guys, not as a clickbait thumbnails. It's about subject matter, what we're doing, what's real, and what we are talking about is related to this, basically no limit emails, email sites, well as live streaming site. So just a second, I will change my screen and we will have a little bit of chat about the specific topic matter. And of course, if you guys want to be live on with me, just please let me know. We can fire one of the rooms that we can bring you guys are on. And if you want to chime on to the specific interesting conversation, especially when it comes to the not just Google, but really many other places, including Microsoft, including Yahoo, including other private inbox providers, that we can have a little bit of conversation. But if you want to have that conversation privately afterwards, as always, join us in a public square room, and we will be hanging out in the duration of the night. And most of the time, guys, sometimes I'm in the room, obviously maybe not at home, my laptop just stays on, and if you're asking questions and things like that, if I'm not answering you, I'm not ignoring you guys, I'm just not on by the screen, that's all. But generally speaking, an easy way to get a hold of us, just stay in one of this room, especially the ones that we are all active on. And that's it for this like introduction to you guys. I just got to share one more important point with you guys. System update is absolutely everything is running perfectly and close to the 100% perfect as possible, as everything's on green. There is no network issues, there is no glitches, there is no twitches, guys, in our end. And make sure that you log into your systems, send email, guys, and that's all for the update. Definitely everything is running smoothly, be it that internet as a whole global networks have a little bit of issues, but generally speaking, long as our service is on, network is on globally, guys, we will be on. And that's that's how it is. So 1 second, I will be trying to change my screen. Unfortunately, it's not picking my USB up, so I can pick the screen up in just a moment. I hope I don't have to restart the stream. As you know, if you restart the stream in YouTube, oh my god, it's like pretty crazy. Alright, let me try. I hope I don't have to restart my laptop in order this USB port works. Okay, let's try. Let's see what's going on in here. Somehow it's not picking my screen up. Hopefully it will. Maybe a little bit on delay. That's probably why. So let's see. Unfortunately, it's not picking. Okay. Let's get crazy a little bit. So hopefully you guys can see and see if I can actually open sales page here. I do apologize for this little bit delay, guys, just please hang in there. All right. Hopefully you guys can see my screen. Please let me know. See if I actually coming through. Did the screen come through? Did or not? All right, that's good. So it works. Sorry, it's a little bit on delay, guys. So I don't know why. Anyways, but this is basically I just wanted to show this and then so we can talk. So I have arranged. Uh, I I have kind of arranged file for you guys, but I will share this file in the private room. Everybody in here doesn't need to have it, but it's one of those files that is really related quite a deep investigations that I've been running for last 6 years about email deliverability, all the networks out there, guys, and lots of it kind of sensitive stuff. I can't openly kind of mention them and share them in here, but we're going to talk kind of on the surface of it, and I hope you get the gist of it, what we are talking about. So I have been watching closely, literally last 6 years, especially when it comes to the Gmail, Outlook, Apple Mail, Yahoo Mail, Proton, and well as several others. My findings is pretty interesting, obviously, and not just this networks, but and also very similar service provider is out there, which is really lots of them. I mean, lots. And then also every few minutes, few pops up. So there is non-stop development happening, and obviously email processing, email sending, data gathering, and all that good stuff happening. And we are absolutely adore everybody that try to create email and try to help people that to send more emails. There is lots of it going out. As few weeks ago, we just shared a screen. On that screen, we showed you a weirdo meter and we showed you the average numbers being sent daily. It's just kind of mind-boggling. Therefore, since really 2018 to 2018, 2019, 2020, and I had a really big desire and big interest into the email itself. And obviously, prior to that, like half and half, I was kind of creating accounts on places like Namecheap and everywhere else, just like everyone else does. Um, it wasn't that serious till like literally lots of the when I had a little bit kind of substantial list happening, when my accounts got shut down, then I had really switched on almost 100% interest into the field of email. So since then, it's quite lots of water passed into the bridge, and I have been in a, you could say, a spy mode on to Gmail, Hotmail, you name it, whatever inbox is out there. That's what I've been doing, lots of kind of digging around. And the reason, number one reason, guys, neither the like other email service providers or one of all of the big companies that especially we rely on to do the email and sending emails and everything else, they don't want you to know there is a open source option available for almost everything that we pay tons of money for. That's number one thing. They also don't want us, all of us, to know it is possible to send billions of emails, guys. And we proving to the world, and they hiding that from everybody. And therefore, really, what we are doing, and exactly why they don't want you to know about possibilities and options that are available, especially in today's world. And of course, we not been hiding under the rock or anything, but because algorithms, because AI's development, because everything else, code-wise, that can express certain things that gives people freedom. I hope you understand what I'm saying. And is always get pushed under the carpet, and also get replaced by majorities very similar sponsored ads. And one thing I've been noticing in my channel or our No Limit email channel last few months, or well, especially last few months when Google started doing AI stuff, when they escalated their AI kind of battle plan versus everyone else. So it's very regular, and you go and search whatever, doesn't really matter. Whatever channel we search for is the same thing. So whatever you search for in YouTube, and first few things, maybe sometimes one, sometimes two, will be sponsored equivalent, and that is obviously part of their game. But that's why one of the reasons they don't want anybody get any traffic, especially from Gmail, and then redirect them to somewhere else. I mean, we all know this is done by Facebook quite a few years ago, way back. But every platform been doing that from day one, literally. So they don't want you to know, me to know, that really is good open source options, and also really good options available when it comes to the email server setup. And email server setup, email service is always literally like putting dagger back of all of those entities, guys. And that's true. The reason is that because this gives us ability and a power that is belong to us, especially when it comes to the really limitation, expression, and of course just classing us as a spammers. But generally speaking, we don't spam. We are actually very big way of anti-spam, and therefore even that we are anti-spam, they still kind of don't give a damn, and therefore we need to fight harder and harder and harder every single second, guys, and we know that, and we don't stop there. So number one thing is about really they don't want you to know that you could really reach out the whole world, because 2-3 companies control all that. And when individual like us basically open all the gates, and of course they don't like it, they dislike it. So I did post very similar thing in LinkedIn, and I hope you guys read that post about really the truth about really myself. If I was playing their game, and if I was personally also fibbing, lying, misleading, all that, our videos would reach millions and millions of people. It's not I'm dumb, I can't just copy some viral videos and make equivalent, guys. I can, but generally speaking, and that's neither in my character or neither the way that I work, and that is why we don't get really much views as many other people. For example, 14-year-old child underage. I mean, I'm not against the kid or anyone that playing games, but generally speaking, plays in YouTube. There is a million people watching it. No education, nothing value in it. Is million people watching it, guys. It's insane. So, and then we do hour-long, day in, day out content, educational, benefit to everybody who's doing business in the world, benefit everybody who is communicating with each other online. Yet, you see the numbers in our video views, guys. So you know why they don't want to know. Why they don't want to know no limit email exists. In our case, is no limit emails. In your case, is your domain. So this is what's going on. And that being said, obviously, my deep investigation, guys, I found lots of crazy stuff. And as well as if you are kind of in this field, you probably already know when Google had a kind of leak. And Google just did another update not long ago, guys, couple of days ago. As you know, they're now releasing Gemini to the browser level and everything else, Veo, you name it, Notebook LM, podcasting, and everything else, and as well as obviously internally YouTube changing a lot. So Google basically attacking every bit of content out there in the world to try to basically funnel it back to Google. So that being said, when it comes to the email, and especially private emails, they have no control over it, guys. And because they have no control over it, we have a control over them, and we can say, okay, we can delete Gmail out of our list. Guess what happens? We do not send any traffic to Google, right? And that hurts them. And this is like really double sword edge they kind of walk on. And of course, they try to obviously turn the Gmail itself to a weapon against us, all of us who uses Google with Gmail. I mean, the advertising weapon, guys, is a money-making machine, and of course, they own the platform, they have all the rights, and we're just using, for example, free Gmail. And of course, well as we're giving lots of time to Google. So we are here right now in Google, giving our energy, living energy to Google, and yet we still don't get any reward from the global network. Literally, we should help, and they should kind of at least put like a little bit love into the people, as we know. Google is not like that. Google is putting more love to the money than anything else beside, because literally is a business, is a corporation, and that's how it is, unfortunately. But when it comes to the really spam filter, algorithm updates, sender scoring, sender reputations, obviously bases on literally RNIS, like recipient network interaction. I hope you have heard of that term before. It's literally short acronym is RNIS, recipient network interaction. Indicators basically all now being controlled by AI versus human, and as we all know, AI versus human, AI always gonna almost win unless it's a physical. So the digital realm, unfortunately, we can, as a human knowledge or human ability, so to speak, when it comes to the technical and as well as large kind of model of memory processing, we can't beat a chip. We are living biology. Chip isn't, so therefore they always win. But humans, we should be more intelligent than tiny chip. That's what I really believe, and I really believe that we are, because chip is came out of our brain, not we didn't came out of the chip's brain, so to speak. So whatever algorithm, whatever programming, whatever really even binary that is being set, a human has a capability always unlock it. And I really believe that myself. So based on really internal signals, open rates, bounce rates, click to spam ratio, you also know really how to set up infrastructure. If you don't know how to set up infrastructure, then everything becomes a really big advantage for the big companies like Google or Microsoft, because they sell a little bit space for, $6-7. So domain, subdomain, technical records, obviously, they don't want you to know them either. That's why really not much education out there, especially when it comes to the, SPF, DKIM, DMARC. We all heard these terms, but really it's not many deep level technical explanation why they're required, who set them up, what's the norm in here, what's lead to, who's responsible for those kind of things, why is that. So it's lots of kind of things evolved behind each basically record. Imagine really those things are kind of Senate House give a decision to create a sign into the law, and this is very similar to the basically digital law of the internet, but really is being more harmful than the actual safety part of all these things. And the reason is that I'm saying is those things being more harmful is not about the intent to be harmful. It's just systems are corrupt with moles, guys. So the reason that systems are corrupt with moles, maybe this be news to you. I hope that is brand new news that maybe you heard from me. So if you guys interested, we had a crowd strike, right? We had a blue screen everywhere, right? So I hope you know that news. So here is the little bit bombshell for you guys. Have you ever heard a word called digital escort or data escort? If you haven't heard of it, guys, Microsoft behind the US government has been hiring Chinese engineer to take care of US government NSA data and technical needs. So so I don't blame the Chinese guys. They're just workers. I blame the Microsoft. So therefore, obviously, you heard me a few weeks ago also on LinkedIn, and I posted about Microsoft. I posted about Google. So imagine that. Imagine all of the America is fighting to keep themselves safety, and then Microsoft open a back door, and this is what happens. Of course, you all know where I live. You all know what's happened, especially when it comes to the power blackouts. Again, I don't have to mention the name, guys, because algorithm will pick up, and we even get further stressed. So every time you mention China and anything in that topic, if you are on Twitter, you're going to see thousands of pornographic distraction directly surrounded whatever that topic of video you are watching. Believe me, this is all kind of myself also researching and doing that kind of stuff. But when you look at it, in the surface, it look very, very harmless, and then we see all this stuff happening right now. And really, we are living almost apocalyptic digital blackout for almost forever. Because if that happens, things not going to go back on for maybe decades, guys. And I hope in my lifetime, and I hope that never happens. But generally speaking, like, word isn't at us. But right now, we have to really take advantage of it. And because of available data, because available tooling, that we got to enrich ourselves. When it comes to the really email itself, it's very similar thing, guys. Email is almost as gets expressed as basically some controversial or video deemed to be, looking right or looking left, looking the other right, you know what I mean. So this is a very similar field being played to, especially power player of the distributors. If if you're in manufacturing business, you know how powerful the distributors are, and you know how powerful the shippers are. And that's basically very similar scenario when it comes to the online communication. Has absolutely not much difference, even more stronger. So that being said, I hope you kind of get what I'm saying. So obviously, spy and reverse engineering, working strategies, and things like that's always happening and always will happen and never gonna stop, because it's part of everything that the world is, especially human societies are. So we are kind of creatures, look, learn, apply, and sometimes just look to know, right? That's basically kind of how we function. And of course, as big companies, they do employ big psychologists, and they have a deep pockets to pay. So with psychology, and there is lots of psychiatric games going on when it comes to the technology and top of all of us. So the safest part of this, obviously, to go private and to go totally private and separate yourself from them. Get yourself really locked out of those networks, so you don't have any dependencies of the third parties. And we done that, and I hope you can see why we doing that, because so many crazy stuff going on. So obviously the best option is open source, and we've been doing that. And that open source side, obviously, neither none of the big companies, or even like, let's say, similar service providers, want the people know that they exist. And of course we do now, they exist. And also, not many people out there in the world that really honoring the open source principles to not charge for the software, and we do. And that's, of course, they also don't want you to know that somebody out there actually honor the source. And therefore they express everything that really is benefits to us, to you, to everyone in the world, because they've been designed to help people. And unfortunately, lots of people got greedy. They rebrand things, they charge absolutely out of the eyeballs. They nickel and dime us, and we already proven them with the fake limitations, guys. So that being said, I hope you liked the conversation. I hope you kind of get some value out of this, because this is a really important part of the equation when it comes to the really communication as a whole. But even get worse, guys, million times worse, when you especially using data like they do, especially cold email databases. Is absolutely, for them, is kind of crazy that people are able to do that, because they don't like it. They want everyone being dependent on them. That's the fact. So that's why they get, people like us get stressed. So the cold email databases, many people over the year, they've been paid to lie about. Many people being paid to distract people. Many people being set up to do it absolutely wrong. And also many people being hired to continually push wrong narrative and lies about cold email and email itself. Uh, Obviously, many people also blame email as being one of the tools that phishing happens, which is another lie. Yes, everyone knows email is a powerful tool, but is not the first and main reason that phishing happens. Generally speaking, nowadays, you go to Google extension, for example, Chrome extensions, thousands of them, hundreds of thousands of them, is being turned to the malware. So where's email then? So you see what I mean? So there's millions of bits of YouTube videos being turned to malware. So where's the email in this? So at least email is one of the actually the safest to prevent this kind of things, because an email side of stuff, especially the server side stuff, the people who know what they are doing, they can set up detection methods. They can set up literally kind of not allow harmful things to get out of the box, guys. Especially setting up a really good antivirus stuff with the tools that is even NSA doesn't have them. If they do, congratulations to them. So some of the stuff that we set up, I can't openly publicly say to you guys, but I just can mention one single word to you, maybe two words. But if you are in a Google, all you have to do is use this keyword: how to detect X tunnel. It will lead you big rabbit hole. So and also do not click on anything that you don't know and trust. Just search and read on what it is and what happens. So that kind of stuff. That being said, I hope you're still enjoying this conversation and you're getting good value out of it. If you do, please do hit that subscribe on and hit the bell, because this is the daily live streams we do, and most times is all based on reality and what we're doing, and also what's happening around us, around the world, when it comes to the email, well as live streaming. As you all know, you can go and test, run that live stream tool. Meet No Limit Emails is yours to keep and yours to use forever. Absolutely free, nothing added on, guys. There is absolutely no catch, no cookies, and is yours to keep, and is your data, and your voice should be yours. Therefore, go ahead and utilize that. Obviously, when it comes to the email importance part, really do's and don'ts of the based on a live data that I personally deal with in, day out, and as well as kind of publishing lots of emails. So, updating blacklist, obviously, words that inbox filters flags, so you just can go and search or chat GPT it, this specific keyword. It says words that inbox filters and flags as a spam, and you will come up with tons of words, and you can have that list, which is that's what exactly that keyword I used to create way back in GPT, like email writing GPT. And that email writing GPT literally strip out all this spam words that they are current, not just like 2025, but well as old ones. Obviously the old ones, they build filters for, obviously, for Google spam. So if you know a little bit about Google Spam Mix is basically spam detection and things like that. Algorithms like they use like naive bias and several other mix of other ones. If you look at that, and of course with AI now everything's improving even for them, and therefore the spam words also kind of keep being adding more and more, because people using derivative or acronyms to kind of bypass type things. But Google like to read the word as word means, because Google from long time being a keyword god, so to speak. Everything on Google based on keywords, as we all know. So therefore, really is important to kind of note, especially when it comes to the what is going on in the world, how do they detect the words, how they classify them, how they rank them, and according to that, how they rank your content. It's quite big field, to be honest. Like everything I'm talking nearby itself could be a series or even documentary about the stuff. So when it comes to really feedback also from real user, repost, replies, spam kind of like reports, or click on spam, and that's also affect lots of things when it comes to the really email. Obviously, also lots of providers, they don't have true deliverability diagnostics systems. They maybe have pseudos, they have maybe some have fakes, but generally the true data and true really true deliverability diagnostics that up to the second. Basically, how is emails doing? What's the reliability? And how is traveling? What type speed is traveling? We stopped at the stop to kind of fill the tank up, so to speak. Obviously, you guys all know, like, tools like Mail Tester or Glock apps or Send Forensics, but there are many others. Literally, even we have make one for ourselves. I can't really name it, guys, because we don't want to give our secret sources away. But you could say it's very close proximities to Glock app or Send Forensic or Mail Tester and all, combination of those. So as you know, so there's plenty of them out there. Obviously, with help of AI now, you can even make more powerful ones, especially when it comes to the diagnostic tools, network diagnostic tools, and also network traffic flow, as you all know. So there is always, if you had a WordPress website, you all know, like, if you go to the YouTube, it's all about views and clicks. What that means is traffic. If you go to the basically old days, way back, again, running a WordPress website, there are even internally, when you register a domain, in the cPanel, give you domain stats. Where's the traffic come from? So it's not new, guys, but really it's just improving and greatly, especially when it comes to the things like a spam trigger, heat maps, and things like that. Obviously, phrases and things like that also kind of have a big impact on. But as we all know, everything in the world works based on a keyword or based on a word. You cannot have an insurance company or insurance for your car, without the wording, right? So it's pretty obvious that that's why is so much emphasis being pulled on really different kind of part of this. Um, you could say detect, accept, or reject mechanism of all that is happening. Even obviously, even in real life, is very similar, right? So when you look at that now, these big companies, they do have is huge investment in this area, guys. It's not non-stop. Obviously, they make money from advertising, and therefore they will stress everybody else try to take piece of a pie, especially when it comes to loss of individuals doing that. So then looks like poking in their eyes with needles, right? And that becomes like that. So of course, when you look really on a service delivery and based on literally real ROI insights of lots of different tools that we ourselves run, it's kind of tracing campaigns from open, click, replay, blocked, went to spam, went to promotional tab, went somewhere else, or just get disappeared. Closed deal stages of all this particular, really, like you could say, signals. It is every place that has got to travel, somebody need to open a door in order to get it, and especially through the nodes, and that's become a more and more difficult because big companies control the nodes and they subcontract it or sub-license it to private stuff. So even there are plenty of nodes out there, that doesn't mean lots of them is not being controlled by few, which is they are majorities. So I hope you like this conversation. I hope you see like why we are doing this kind of streams and just sometimes have these conversations without kind of really confusing things. That being said, so this will bring us almost to the end of the stream, and before we just shut the streams down. But now we're going to open up to the questions in the chat. So we're going to do 5 round of questioning, and if you guys have questions, and I will do my best to answer them. If I don't know the answer and one of you experts in the chat, please chime in, especially if we are not live on screen. Obviously, on screen would have been easier, but I had a request to do this, and I do like the idea. And also, we have some more requests, and we can be talking about them. See, we can change a little bit about format of the stream, so we can really make sure that we get more people able to see it, and also more of us involved at the same time, guys. As we all know, we are family. We help each other to grow. We help each other basically to reach out to the whole world. So our platform is, as you know, is your platform. So there is no boss in here. You are the boss. So just let me know and what you guys thinking to do, and we will give a go. And that being said, let me just have a look in the chat, see if we have any questions coming. So, by the way, and just fire away. And if you have, just let me see if we have. Switch the screen over. All right. Any questions? Any requests? So we are in still, right? We're still in YouTube, almost hour in. Just while we're waiting for some few questions, let's go in, also log in, guys, and show you what happened last few emails. And I have not sent an email yet this evening, and I will be sending one, and hopefully it will do much better than the last one, right? That's the always hope in here. I hope you can see my screen now. It's just few seconds delay. Hopefully you guys will get it. Any questions, by the way? If you do not have questions, that's mean I'm doing okay. Alright, so as you can see hopefully my screen now, and let's go ahead and have a look. Obviously what we're talking about really is based on what I'm doing right now, right? So it's all about you having the power, guys. So as you all know, and day 17 till now, I didn't. Day 18 yesterday, I was really busy, guys. I didn't have even 15 minutes in my laptop, so I was pretty jam-packed. So we have this email going out, and this email's not done too bad. But one thing, once more, I want to highlight in here, and I really want to kind of push this emphasis up forward, so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just 7 emails here, and each one of them is well above 100k. And I want to answer one questions that I get a lot. Hey, you sending lots of emails is because you have a low rate because they landing in a spam. Absolutely no, guys. It's not landing spam. Everybody's in the world is not waiting for me to send them an email, guys. You know, you got to get that out of your head. It's just like there is billions of people in YouTube. Why is it my YouTube live video getting 3 people to see? Everybody's not waiting for me, right? You have to work hard to be discovered, but and then when the platform's making even double whammy on you, and it becomes a difficult. But in this case, over a period of time, I mean, I have sent an email literally 3 years ago, guys, still get traffic from it, because that's the type of network we have. Is our excuse me, the emails are live and active for a very long period. As you all know, as they are live, and over a period of time, we keep getting lots of traction. So that being said, I hope I answered that. So from that point of view, is numbers are big, guys, but nobody's been targeted in here. And what you see in my screen is normally nobody does this, generally speaking, because this is like, to many people will be like madness. But there is a madness to the method, they say, and I am with this website is actually just testing, guys. Test, 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 direct outreach without really retargeting anyone. And it's been going on for 3 years on this specific website. But there is my own website, there is client's website, and everything else in between. So let me going to kind of really break that myth out totally for you guys. So I'm just going to bring, obviously I can't really say whose count this is. This is kind of client count, as obviously for privacy, as we all know. I cannot really mention the name, but I'm going to show you an image what happens when you target, especially when specifically you target a little bit, or the leads are a little bit targeted. So just be patient with that. I'm just trying to get, again, Google cooperate with us. I'm going to bring in an image. Just a moment. So this will answer that, because I am sending a volume, guys. It's just random upload, the most rubbish leads in the world, the non-active, you know, these people probably not been active for many years. So I'm going to open 2 images in here, and based on even the low numbers I get in here, still has huge value, guys. For me, absolutely is just win. So let's go ahead and open this first. Oh my word. So like opening is something that is coming from Google with Microsoft is just like no guys, as it goes crazy. So from cold email outreach in here, as you can see, this is basically, you can see, like, you know, this till yesterday, right? So when we look amount of traffic that is being daily generated to a website from cold email here, so 3,000 up to the 4,000 daily, and then it's just kind of stabilizing around 2,000 daily. And the numbers of emails being sent in here is literally between 2 to 5,000 emails every time. Between 2 to 5,000, 2 to 6,000, 2 to 8,000, something like that. So this is what you can do and get when, especially, you can see the previous days, right? No targeted, and servers not active, and then servers becomes active with targeted, a little bit targeted audience, and you see immediately jumps to 2,000 views, 2,000 actual visitors being sent to this website. So another thing I want to show you in here, so to see like why still win-win situation, like and especially in this case of you guys complaining that I'm sending too many, not getting too many opens, guys. Believe me, I'm using the worst case scenario if it works with the worst case scenario. So we believe this is what's possible when is good data being thrown into the machine, so to speak. So because this is what's happening, guys, is absolutely real. So I'm going to also open this one here, so you can see 4,000 people daily or 2,000 people daily that is being generated by the traffic from the website, that specific website. In my case, say averaging 300 to 400 people a day. So when you look at that, if I was going to get 400 clicks from Facebook, would it cost me somewhere, you could say, is between 350 and 1. They're not exactly 1, it's just starting point is 1. So it's always a little bit more than 1 to get unique click from Facebook or IG ads. This is real 2025, couple of days ago. basically charges. So you can see how much value this specific email system really can bring home. And we've seen it with our own eye with about really the traffic itself. As you can see, like 2,000 unique clicks every day and carries on. So if you are getting 2,000 unique visitors every day with 5,000 emails, good targeted emails, uh, you know, end of the year, by then you're going to get, well above a million unique visitors to the website. And million unique visitors, how much money that would cost you if you are using, let's say, social media ads or paid ads networks or even influencers, whatever. So you will pay quite large sums of money, right? But generally speaking, so 12 months, uh, 12 months on a very small package in no limit emails, as you know, is literally almost free. I mean, we make it to be free because literally you can become, obviously, invite few people in. Definitely yours are free. So when you kind of look in a core of things that was what's going on, less than $1,500 a year that you could generate a million clicks, general visits to a website, and without really kind of burning the bank. I mean, who would not want to do that? I mean, if Google does that and everybody else doing that, why wouldn't we do that, so to speak? The truth is, not many people have a decent machine to do so. It's literally is like being wiped out of under everybody's hand, and therefore it's just difficult to do this kind of things. So we're looking at data in here, and we're looking at the actual click in here, guys. It's like 2,000 visitors every single day, and lost since we basically triggered that count, as you can see. So count is cost $67 a month, guys, and it has the ability to do exactly what I'm showing you in here. And when you look at really this specific image, especially this one here, so if we look this side by side, hopefully this will kind of accommodate something like this. So literally, like in this point in here, as you can see, is very, very close to the 4,000 unique visit in one single day to the page. You can see that, right? So if unique visits every single day the specific website from this point on do, how much money the specific website owner will save when especially this being generated from the cold email. But as like I mentioned, I am sending huge numbers. This person is sending very, very small, but very, very targeted, and also has a good strategy in place, as we can see it, the actual kind of how fruitful it is in the end of the day. So money saved versus money burnt when it comes to the advertising, because this major ad networks, they're just gonna burn your money, and they don't want you to know this, guys. Google doesn't want you to know this. Google doesn't want you to have this, and it's absolute truth. They don't want you to know, they don't want you to use, they don't want you to even kind of think about this, that it's possible somebody out there like us can open the whole gate of the real human traffic to your website, especially you do it through your own website, not ours, because literally this is yours, we set up on your domain, and that's the reality. So another kind of jam bomb drop for you guys. So the reality is, if you have a good machine, you can crush Google, and if you don't, Google will crush you. And my system has given me zero issues, absolutely. So how many analyst systems have been hacked in the 5 years? None. Zero. Zero. So that's because we don't hire any Chinese techniques. So no problem. Anyways, so we have done a pretty decent stream. I hope it was pretty loaded. I hope very informative. I hope at the same time also a little bit entertaining, and also real factual what exactly going on and what we see, what's happening, what's going on. And here it is once more. And we're going to send another email, guys, but I will do it just a moment when we get when I kind of stop stream, because when I'm sending email I really don't want to run many other things on my laptop or my system, but generally I can also send directly through my mobile phone. So that's why sometimes I don't do it on my laptop when we are streaming, guys, because as you all know, it will hog my kind of screen, and also I really need a good bandwidth to process my email so I don't get any errors whatsoever network wise in my end, because when that you hit go, you just let it till that bar hit the end and it will finish. But yes, absolutely, I can send emails with my phone. Every one of our members can send, long as you got, you know, a little bit newer phone, that you have no problem to do that. So I have one more request and one more question to answer just before we drop off and join in a public square. And that request is, where do I find good domain? I got a brilliant answer for you guys. Jump in to the public square room and ask for Doug. Doug will guide you where to get yourself a good domain, or even you can offer him something, maybe for one of his domains and good H domains that you can get, and I guarantee you get 100% good clean domain. Then you go straight away there, guys. I hope that answers that question. And that being said, once more, guys, tomorrow we will do probably 2 streams, one in the day and the other one in the evening times. And I hope you will join me if you're awake in the daytime for European kind of client base. And I've been doing them now and then, didn't get obviously kind of much, but as you all know, it's not about really getting reviews or views in YouTube. It's all about having a content that fits everybody. As you all know, we live streaming and it's get recorded on YouTube, and everyone else obviously still can get to it. And I hope you also like a little bit tweaks in the YouTube channel. Now when you go to the YouTube channel, you probably end up seeing the previous live streams being listed. Previously wasn't. So go ahead and also do that. If you are having a YouTube channel and you don't know how to do that, join in one of the live room. I'll guide you to do exactly that for yourself, and well as a few other little secret setting tricks of YouTube. And that's it for me, and have a wonderful Saturday evening and happy sending, guys. And definitely I will be uploading more and sending more. And of course, if you want to join us and let us send a courtesy email for you, all you have to do is subscribe in here, comment in one of our videos, join the public square room, say, hey, I did subscribe, I did comment, and you promised to send a courtesy email for me. I can do that. If you don't want to send the leads that I have, if you have a leads of your own, bring it in. If you have a list that has been sleeping that you never used for 10 years, bring it in. Let's wake it up and send your email to your list. And I will delete the list in front of you on live when we do that, guys. So I don't want your list. And I also don't want you to think that you're going to give me your list that I got to take your list off you. Absolutely not. I will upload it. I will do the task and a job for you in front of you. And when we done, when emails went out and sent, and I will delete the file off the system in front of you. And therefore, there is absolutely no copies kept, and you will have a clean list that I will download it and make a URL that you can download it yourself immediately, and I will also delete that download URL so no one else ever have access to it, including me and you afterwards, unless we re-upload your lists. So that's been said, I hope that will prove some benefits to you and help you out. And take care, everyone. Happy sending, and I'll speak to you all. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. But if you want to see me and my face, join in public square and let's have more in-depth conversation. Make sure that you bring your pets and pajamas with you. Take care, and we'll catch up tomorrow again. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, everybody else been watching. Quite a few come in, drop out, or through the YouTube. And once more, have a great one, guys. Happy sending. I'll see you tomorrow.